Animal welfare is slowly finding its way into government offices. At the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, concern for animals has grown into a structured program rooted in responsibility and compassion. In this episode of The Advocates, we meet advocates from the BSP who are helping reshape how government institutions view and care for animals within their communities. We speak with BSP Director Ana Teresa del Rosario Buen, or Director Annie, as she shares the vision and program behind BSP Claw and explains why animal welfare deserves a place in government service. I'm Rochelle Rubio, and this is The Advocates, Empowering Voices. At the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, concern for animals has taken shape in a quiet but purposeful way. BSP Claw, an animal welfare program within the country's central bank, reflects a commitment that goes beyond financial stability. It champions humane care, responsible population control, and coexistence with the animals that share the BSP community. In this episode, we hear from Ana Teresa del Rosario Buen, Director of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, as she discusses BSP Claw, its main objectives, and how the program was institutionalized within the organization. On The Advocates, we take a closer look at how one institution is showing that compassion can thrive even in unexpected spaces.
BSP Claw stands for BSP Compassionate Leaders for Animal Welfare. Dati wala kaming pangalan, pero yun na yung napagkaisahan ng grupo kasi kailangan na naming magkaroon ng pangalan. Our main goal is to encourage and instill awareness among BSP employees, siyempre local muna kami, among BSP employees about the importance of coexistence in the workplace. Sa preamble namin ay we recognize that we are not alone on earth and that we need to coexist with other beings, other creation, God's creation, in the workplace, at home, in communities. But first and foremost, sa BSP Claw, yung main goal namin, i-encourage or i-nurture yung mga aso, pusa, birds na nasa vicinity ng Bangko Sentral.
What prompted the creation of BSP Claw? Who conceptualized the initiative, and who are the people working behind the scenes to make it happen?
During the pandemic, 'di ba, walang work. Work in government offices, in private offices were suspended. And we work from home. We do online work. But after the pandemic, when we return to the offices, then we see cats and even dogs. So during the pandemic pala, they were nurtured or they were cared for by the ground personnel kasi may mga natirang nakababol. Yung nagre-report pa rin sila. Syempre, yung mga plants, may mga maintenance pa rin ginagawa during the pandemic. And during the pandemic, syempre nalulungkot din yung mga nandun. And then cats started to come in, dogs started to come in. Syempre wala rin silang source of food. So pinapakain sila inside BSP. When work resumed in offices, we found them and they were there. They were just there. Cats are lying around, communing with humans. Yung na hindi before ganon. So, natuwa kami when we returned. Basta maraming realizations nun. When we returned, nandun na sila. So, we feed them in designated areas, in selected areas. And we had a meeting with management about how to deal with the cats that are around. Siyempre, bago din ito sa management. And in a series of meetings, we were told na mag-organize na kami ng grupo formally para ma-recognize naman na kami. Kasi individual yung approach namin. Ako, nagpapakain ako ng mga pusa na nakikita ko. Meron ding iba na gano'n ang ginagawa. So separate naming initiatives ng mga empleyado. Hanggang sa nakikita-kita na kami. Parang sa dismissal time, nakikita-kita kami. May times na medyo naging magulo yung ano namin. Kasi nga walang oras yung feeding time, may isa, ganito. We were told na mag-organize and that we be accredited as an organization in the BSP. So in the BSP, there are lots of organizations. At nagpa-accredit kami, we had to draft our constitution and bylaws, and then we had to elect our officers. So ang president namin ay si Senior Assistant Governor Winnie Santiago, and ako ang vice. So nag-volunteer na kami, and other officials ng BSP. So nag-volunteer na kami na, o sige, kami na yung mag-assume ng roles na ganito. Hanggang sa si Sagwini, nag-retire na siya from the service. Ako yung naiwan sa BSP, but she's still our president. So sabi ko, ma'am, ikaw pa rin yung president namin kasi ikaw yung founder, tayong yung founder. So we will continue kasi yung bylaws namin, nilagay talaga namin doon. Nilagay ko yon na your membership will not end when you retire. Kasi animal welfare is a lifetime commitment. Kahit nag-retire siya, may sarili rin naman siya, ang dami niya ring inaalagaan. Tuloy pa rin yung kanyang presidency sa aming organization. So that's how it started. So now we are an accredited organization. We are recognized. And our anniversary is every May 29, 2023 kami na-organize.
As a government institution, formalizing an animal welfare program came with its own set of challenges. From policy concerns to resource limitations, BSP Claw had to find its footing. How is the program being funded, and how did it move from one idea to an institutionalized commitment?
BSP pa naman is one of the conservative institutions. Our grounds are spick and span, so malinis, so wala talagang pusa at aso dyan dati. So hindi niya papayagan kasi yung way of thinking ng mga, I think, empleyado and mga tao is, may rabies yan, baka makakagat yan, at magdudumi yan, magpupups yan. Yung ganon, baka masagasaan. So maraming concerns. Kami, bilang ordinaryong tao, so sabi namin, in our own private capacities naman, we, in our own homes and in our communities, nakikita rin naman natin yan. And it's a day-to-day concern ng mga Pilipino. So tayo bilang maliit na komunidad na kaya naman nating gawin yung mga pwede nating gawin. We have the resources. We have work. We have steady income. So why not set aside a certain portion of our income para masustain, di ba? And nakita namin, marami ring ganun yung way of thinking inside na hindi lang nagsasalita. And more on the ordinary people, the janitors, the security guards, the gardeners. Sila pa yung nag-spend from their own uh, pockets. So, bakit kami hindi? Kami kung tutuusin, mas mataas yung income mo than these ordinary people. So, why not from your own pocket? So, doon ang gagaling yung ponto namin. Medyo malaki, syempre. Hindi kami vet. Parang OJT, yung natututunan mo siya as you take care of them based on experience. At syempre, dadalhin mo rin siya sa vet pag kailangan na.
Running an animal welfare program is no easy task. With many of the early efforts supported by personal contributions, sustainability became a critical question. How does BSP Claw continue its work and ensure long-term impact?
Una, nag-donate kami funds from our own pockets hanggang sa dumating yung panahon na, why not do a fundraising this time? Kasi medyo, rin naman, baka magkaroon ng donor fatigue yung mga members. And syempre, mas maganda na maging sustainable ka. Paano pag wala na kami, nag-retire na kami, paano patatakbo? 'di ba? So, we started doing fundraising events and itong last fundraising namin, yun medyo nakalikom kami ng pondo. Not just from contributions, but from um, organizing a film showing, food delivery, fresh from the West Philippine Sea. We did that as a fundraising event. So we sold tickets and then we got sponsorships for the event. First fundraising namin yun. We got ticket sales. So na-recoup namin yung donation din namin sa production, sa film outfit. So may sumobra.
Public response proved encouraging. Support from the community helped generate funds and sustain operations, reinforcing the value of the initiative. At one point, Director Annie began to use a familiar phrase before catching herself mid-sentence, a small but telling moment that reflects the program's core principle. Compassion, after all, extends even to the language we use. Director Annie was supposed to say, hitting two birds with one stone when she stopped midway, realizing that political incorrectness of the term.
Hitting two, mali. Hindi na ako ngayon hitting two birds. Mali na yon. Caring for two birds in one nest. Being politically correct.
Director Annie reflected on the figures of speech and idiomatic expressions we casually use about animals. Often, these words associate animals with cruelty or wrongdoing, but for her, animals are innocent beings, much like children, and our language should reflect the care and respect they deserve.
Di ba ngayon, sasabihin, asal hayop ka, or ano ka, animal ka. That's wrong eh, kasi hindi dapat being compared with animals, kasi they are innocent. They have no malice eh. They have no, talaga na, ginugusto nila yun na by will. They act on instinct, they act on based on need, on survival. Huwag nyo naman i-compare sa mga hayop. Kasi hayop, even, yung mga hayop, they are way better than us humans.
How many community cats are under BSP Claw's care?
Well, we are authorized to have 32 cats in the head office. And in excess of the 32, yun yung, kasi nga dumadami sila. In excess of the 32, we bring to Silang kasi may facility rin ang BSP doon. So nagpagawa doon ng parang tinatawag naming kubo, hilltop kubo, na nandun sila, yung mga nag-exceed na ng 32. Yung mga kayang mag-survive, at saka yung mga feral cats na talagang malilikot, na gusto yung maluwang. Maluwang din naman dito sa BSP, wide ang space. So we have 32 in the BSP head office and we have around 15 to 20 in BSP Silang.
Who manages the daily needs of the community cats of Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas? Feeding, veterinary visits, and monitoring require regular schedules. Are these handled by dedicated staff or employee volunteers?
Technically, hindi naman kami nag-hire, pero nagdadagdag lang kami ng konting parang honoraria or ano sa kanila. Ang ginawa ng BSP ay part na ito of the facilities management. Kasi syempre as you maintain the premises, may mga kailangan kang linisin dyan. And nagdadagdag na lang kami, naghanap kami ng volunteers na syempre hindi naman lahat pwedeng mag-maintain sa mga pusa at aso. May isa lang kaming aso. Nag-volunteer sila, so we just add to their salary or wage, and then pinapaano namin sila vaccine, yung pre-exposure vaccine. Tinutulungan din namin sila if they have needs also.
BSP Claw is supported by a small but dedicated team with 2 volunteer personnel based at the BSP head office and 2 more in Silang, Cavite.
Mga volunteers ito and they do more eh. Pili nga namin kulang pa yung tinadagdag namin.
Believing in the effectiveness of TNVR, or Trap, Neuter, Vaccinate, and Return, BSP Claw regularly carries out this program in partnership with Biyaya Animal Care. TNVR helps humanely control the animal population, reduces the risk of disease through vaccination, and curbs aggressive behavior linked to mating. Over time, it leads to healthier animals and safer, more balanced communities for both people and strays.
Tinatapat namin yung vaccination every year, every anniversary. We partner with Biyaya Animal Care, kay Miss Rina. So, yun, continuous naman yung program namin with them. Yung continuous din yung TNVR. And just this year, although hindi naman to part of the BSP Claw, pero kami pa rin yung nag-spearhead. Sinasama na namin yung mga within the vicinity. Yung hindi lang inside BSP, pero may mga cats and dogs outside BSP na malalapit sa amin. Like in front of the BSP, may construction ng Harrison Plaza before yung ngayon SM is being constructed. And may mga workers kasi doon, may mga parking attendants, may mga informal ano rin doon. May mga alaga sila. So sinasama na rin namin sila sa ito yung totoong trap, neuter, vaccinate, release, or return to their owners or to the community. Yung mga community animals na ito.
By extending TNVR beyond BSP's walls, the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas strengthens and elevates its commitment to animal welfare.
Start kami this year. Iko-continue pa ulit namin yan next year. So we are going out already from BSP, inside BSP, to outside nearby premises. And we also lend support doon sa eto nga, I don't know if I can proceed not with my other goal na maiparating din. We are also helping other government employees who are animal advocates in their respective challenges sa kanilang mga departamento. Kasi nakita nga nila na meron na kami, nakapagtayo na kami. Although may mga challenges kami inside, nakikita rin kasi namin yung challenges nila na doon kami nag-umpisa. So we are trying to help them out how to establish or have a foothold in the respective offices.
Director Annie and her team at BSP Claw have been extending support to fellow government employees who are also working to establish animal welfare programs in their respective agencies. She acknowledges that the journey is difficult and the challenges many. But with a united community of animal advocates, the path forward becomes a little easier to take.
Medyo mahirap kasi may resistance, hindi naman natin maaalis yon. Kasi this is a, paano ba, mahirap i-manage. So, dun sa unang-una pa lang namin nasabak dito, sabi namin, this is not a free coexistence na this is tolerated, managed coexistence. So, hindi mo naman pwedeng i-force kasi hindi naman lahat ay makaka-accept. Kasi marami rin silang concerns personally. So, ganun din sa ibang offices. And tumutulong kami sa background pag may mga na-encounter na problema or may mga gustong humihingi ng tulong at nagpapaguide paano yung gagawin nila. So, we advise them. Siguro mga 1, 2, 3. Mga 4 na yung medyo natutulungan na namin na ahensya ng gobyerno.
Director Annie recalls looking into the profiles of the country's presidentiables and noting that several of them are pet owners. For her, this highlights the potential of what she describes as a top-down approach to animal welfare. Research and policy experience show that when initiatives are supported by leadership at the highest levels, they are more likely to be institutionalized, funded, and sustained. When values are modeled by top officials, they tend to cascade through organizations and eventually to the general public. Director Annie believes the impact on animal welfare could be immense if the commitment begins at the top and is carried through all levels of society.
Yung 4 sila noon na presidentiables, lahat sila may mga animals, may mga aso. So if this will be a top-down approach, kasi kailangan sa taas mag-umpisa, di ba? At dapat sa atin mag-umpisa, being nasa gobyerno tayo, being government employees and officials. It should start from us eh. Ang laki ng goal setting na mangyayari pag sa gobyerno from top down. Ngayon ang nangyayari, mid down eh, mid below. So hindi pa ganoon ka-supported sa taas. Pero somehow nakikita naman natin yung mga senador, yung mga kongresista natin, nakikita nila yung importance. So may mga pending laws, bills in the House and in the Senate, in the House of Rep and in the House of Senate na magpo-push for a more inclusive or more expansive animal welfare law in the country.
A community that approaches animal welfare holistically, backed by strong government support, improved laws to protect animals, and safeguards for witnesses of animal cruelty could make a significant difference in the country's animal welfare landscape.
Okay na yung medyo nag-a-accept na ng mga tao. Ang medyo kulang talaga is yung action. May naka-establish na complaints desk na
Yes.
nandun kasi walang magtatanggol sa mga 'to, eh. And usually yung mga nagtatanggol sila pa yung hinaharas. Yung mga tao na natatakot mag-testify, natatakot mag-witness, babalikan daw sila ng magagalit sa kanila, ng mga kamag-anak. Tapos siyempre walang magtatanggol sa kanila. Parang treat it as something na puwedeng yung witness is anonymous na yung parang sa ano 'di ba, yung 'pag may tinatakpan yung mukha, yung mga gano'n.
Director Annie believes that how a society treats animals should matter as much as how it upholds human rights. The process may be slow, but she remains optimistic.
Animal cruelty na parang tao din, the way you will treat a person na kung nangyari yan sa tao, dapat gano'n din ang treatment sa hayop na pinatay or pinagmalupitan. Yung gano'n na dapat ngayon advanced na yung technologies, dapat digital evidence should be accepted. Tapos yun nga, marami tayong kailangang gawin. So one step at a time nga daw. Pero ang bagal rin kasi, sana medyo bumilis lahat ng bagay, hustisya, yung on-ground work, awareness, education, TNVR, funding. Lahat 'to tingin ko magfo-fall into place kasi ngayon tinitingnan na ng gobyerno bawat kusing na 'di ba sa budget. So magandang start ito.
One of BSP Claw's initiatives is its annual event, We Are Pomeli, which brings together fellow animal lovers to raise awareness on animal welfare.
Yun yung una naming ginawa yun nung first year anniversary namin nung May 29 nung 2023. And then every year na namin siyang ginagawa. We Are Pomely is an event na gusto namin talagang mai-institutionalize kami sa BSP na merong grupong ganito. So ngayon sobrang ano na kami, exposed na kami, kilala na kami, anong ginagawa namin. So, 'pag may issue or may kailangang gawin involving animals, sa'min sila lumalapit. And this is also a way of us encouraging more people to join us, more people to support yung cause. Puwede namang hindi sila mag-member sa amin, pero in their own communities, puwede nilang gawin under a similar cause. Sa ngayon nga kasi marami kaming mga members na meron na silang sari-sariling ano, meron na silang sari-sariling grupo na tinatatag nila on their own in their respective communities. Para siyang ripple effect na 'pag may ganitong event, nag-aano nga kami na 'pag may event kami every year, kahit hindi namin pinaplano, nagtatanong na yung mga tao, "O ano yung gagawin niyo this year? O sino yung guest niyo this year?" Yung gano'n, they're looking forward already to that.
We Are Pomeli has become BSP Claw's annual event featuring different themes and guests each year. While BSP Claw is not an animal rescue group, it often receives calls for help from nearby offices and is always willing to lend a hand.
Sana yung mabilang namin na every year may nadadagdag sa aming projects or may mas marami kaming nasa-save na mga animals. We're not a rescue group, pero may mga times kasi na lumalapit na sa'yo yung sitwasyon eh. BSP kasi is situated in the heart of Manila. And syempre, ang daming, ang daming communities na makikita mo sa paligid. Sa ngayon kasi, inside the BSP, manageable na eh. Na-manage na namin siya, na-foresee na namin yung expenses, parang may routine na, naka-establish na kami ng routine. So, hindi na ganun kahirap. And sa management din, medyo pacified na. Yung hindi na ganun dati talagang kami, tawag dito, adversarial. Medyo rin kasi kami ni Sagwini na talagang, bakit ganito? Bakit ganyan? Bakit ganyan? So we question a lot. Hanggang sa ngayon, na kami, we were able to strike a middle ground na ito yung agreements natin. CAT, Viat, MTOR nga eh. And we have established support doon sa board mismo. At mga higher ups na rin mismo yung nagsusupport dito. Ang sinasabi ko, yung We Are Pomeli, naging byword na namin siya na every year, yan na yung title namin. Nag-iiba-iba na lang yung theme every year.
Their long-term vision is to help build a more organized movement that advances animal welfare awareness across government offices nationwide.
Recently, we had DBM, then may tinulungan din kami sa PSC, sa Philippine Sports Commission, BIR also. Actually nga, I'm thinking, what if we establish or mag-establish kami ng organisasyon or federation of animal welfare advocates in the government. May common goal tayo na anong pangalan ng GSIS, anong pangalan ng ang DBM, they have Daily Barks and Mews. 'Di ba? DBM. So ang ganda ng pangalan nila, PS Cats. PSC Cats, PS Cats. Tapos ang BIR, ayaw pa nilang magbigay ng pangalan, pero meron sila working silently. Yun nga, pag medyo kailangan ng suporta eh, 'di ba? Na yung mga respective agencies kasi may hesitancy yan eh. So sasabihin nila, "Ay bakit po dito nagawa naman?" So we can help eh. We can help them, convince them na hindi naman po ganyan. Maganda. Kami nga po nagawa namin eh. And these are the challenges. So we can work together. Paano natin magawa yun? Sa NHI, so mga nagre-reach out na sila na, sige, gawin natin yan. So you establish your own groups in your respective offices. Tulungan namin kayo, pwede namin kayong i-guide through paano natin gagawin yan.
Director Annie expresses deep empathy for individual animal rescuers and small volunteer groups caring for strays. Many of them, she notes, are overwhelmed by responsibilities that should not fall on volunteers alone, but should also be shared by the government.
Feeling nila, mag-isa sila sa mundo. Yung kumbaga, bakit ko ginagawa to? Ba't ako lang to? Ba't hindi nyo ako tinutulungan? Hindi lang naman ko to job, di ba? Ako lang ba dapat? Parang mali ba ako? Yung sometimes kino-question nila yung sarili nila, especially if walang suporta na silang nafe-feel. So kung mayroong kami, yung like tayo, we can support each other. Na hindi, kaya nyo yan kasi na-encounter din namin yan sa amin before. Ngayon, maayos na, di ba? So, parang lumalakas yung feeling mo na may support ka. Support system, kumbaga.
This is why she believes government offices must do their part. not just through policy, but through visible action. Acts of compassion carried out by ordinary government workers and officers allow the public to see and feel that care for animals can and should come from the government sector as well. And with one united voice for animal welfare, the burden becomes lighter for advocates within government.
So we have to be careful also. Ano yan, baka makasuhan pa ako kasi ito, nakagat. Ako yung pinagbabayad, di ba? We have to really support each other and have one voice. Na gentle voice, na hindi fighting voice. Kasi experience have shown na hindi, well, sometimes kailangan mo ring magalit, pero it won't achieve kasi yung goal mo eh. Sinasabi ko nga kay Miss Rina na sa anong ito, parang na-shed ko yung pagiging abogado eh. Kasi pag abogado ka by the book eh. Pero ito hindi eh, may human aspect na kailangan mong timbangin, na kailangan maging sobrang pasensyosa ka. Kasi pag inaway mo, ng away ka, hindi naman ikaw yung aawayin. Magagalit pa sila lalo dun sa tinutulungan mo. So, lalo silang magiging cruel. So, sisipain or sasaktan. Kayo yung problema sa buhay.
Director Annie encourages fellow government employees to reach out to BSP Claw should they need support or guidance in establishing or strengthening their own animal welfare programs or groups.
Sa mga katulad namin na mga empleyado ng government employees na medyo nahihirapan kayo sa inyong sitwasyon, feel free po to reach out to us. Malay natin may mga connections tayo na mga kilala natin na pwede nating ma-explain yung side natin. It will help a lot. Especially yung dialogue na ginagawa with yung iba kasi po natatakot, so gagawin na lang nila, pakainin na lang, itago, and it will be a cycle eh. Kahit itago mo, lalabas at lalabas. So, yun yung sinasabi yung vacuum effect, kahit tanggalin mo sila dyan, tanggalin mo yung isang batch, tanggalin mo lahat, dalhin mo sa pound, may papalit at papalit po dyan. So, ganun ulit, paulit-ulit na mangyayari yun.
The vacuum effect is a term commonly used in animal welfare and population control, especially when discussing stray dogs and cats. It happens when animals are removed from an area, usually through catching or relocation, without addressing reproduction or territorial dynamics. When animals are taken out, food sources and shelter remain. The area becomes vacant territory. New animals from nearby areas move in. Remaining animals reproduce faster due to less competition. As a result, the animal population returns to its original size or even grows, creating a cycle that never really solves the problem.
May mga kinukuha na rin kaming cats, ina-adapt, napapa-adapt, especially yung mga may special needs na mga kapon na. So, yun nga, 100, mga more than 100 na. Aside from the nandun sa BSP na mga cats na inaalagaan namin. Pero kasi, may mga cats sa paligid na, just last week, may buntis na nanganak na, alangan naman pabayaan mo yun. So, kinukuha nung mga ground personnel namin. So, pagpapaalam nila, ma'am, meron pong nanganak dito, nakikiusap yung presinto, yung meron kami may sa harap na puhanin daw natin, maalagaan, baka daw masagasaan po. So, kinukuha namin yun. So, that would be 3 additional sa amin. So, merong mama cat plus the 3 kittens. So, that's 4. So, pag lumaki na yun, papa-spay din yun, yung mga yun.
From her perspective, what concrete steps can government take to significantly reduce the stray animal population and cases of animal cruelty nationwide?
Admitted naman natin na kailangan ng funding. So sabi nga ni Miss Rina, it will yung 8.5 billion pesos para ma-attain yung level na may ano na against rabies. Ang tawag doon? Immunity, herd immunity. Unang-una yun, pondo. Number two, yung dapat sa atin magmula, sa gobyerno magmula, yung policy on coexistence. Paulit-ulit ko 'tong sasabihin kasi ah dun talaga magmumula, community dapat ang mag-alaga. Na kahit hindi natin sila mapasok sa kanya-kanyang bahay natin, hindi natin sila pabayaan, ipakainin or wag sagasaan or yung gano'n, i-tolerate natin yung existence nila by allowing them to thrive. Nationwide sustainability efforts ng lahat ng Pilipino na pangungunahan dapat ng gobyerno.
Director Annie closes with a biblical reflection on humanity's role as stewards of animals, noting that animals existed long before humankind and that caring for them is both a responsibility and a moral calling.
Nauna naman silang kinreate ni God, di ba? So, animals were created first. On day 5, sea creatures and birds. And then on day 6, land animals naman. And then, kinreate din yung humans on the 6th day. So, nauna sila sa atin sa mundo. And then, we were entrusted to have dominion over them. Dominion is not exploitation. Dominion is not cruelty. Dominion is taking care of them, stewardship, and allowing them to coexist with us. So, dapat po, ganun yung ating mindset. Yun yung gusto ko sana na yung mindset natin. Hindi tao lang ang may karapatan sa mundong ito. At dapat lahat tayo ay may, gusto ko nga tawagin, right hindi lang siya privilege nung mga animals and plants, nature to coexist with humans. And we should exercise the dominion over them that is entrusted to us by God in a responsible way na not not in an abusive way, na tayo lang yung nagbe-benefit. So, yun.
Animal welfare may not be the first thing people associate with government institutions. But as BSP Claw shows, change often begins with individuals who choose to care. Director Ana Teresa del Rosario Buen reminds us that compassion, when practiced consistently, can influence policy, culture, and communities. As more government offices begin to recognize their role as stewards of animals, the hope is that concern turns into action and action into a shared responsibility. This has been Rochelle Rubio. Till the next episode of The Advocates, right here on 104.3 The Capital.
This is where the voices of the voiceless are heard. The Advocates, Empowering Voices, hosted by Rochelle Rubio on 104.3 The Capital.